Howdy, hey. I'm Kevin and I play Binding of Isaac. In the middle of a run, don't ask what happened in the first 20 minutes. It never happened. It's not important. What's important is that we're starting another run and the win streak is continuing. I don't even know where I left off. Okay. You know, who knows what happened in the first 20 minutes, right? It could be that I didn't record. Maybe I forgot to click start record. Maybe I said something really naughty. And maybe I scrapped it. I was like, no, it's not gonna happen. Or, you know, maybe it's something else. Or maybe I got bored and I was like, man, I'm really running out of juice here. Maybe I needed to go out for a ciggy. I don't smoke. You know, but you never know. You don't know which one it is, so and we'll just keep the mystery going. Anyways, you know how I often talk about how I'm so not an angry person? There's been a few things that's been pissing me off. What a way to start the conversation here. There's been a few things that's been pissing me off. One is that I've been rewatching my own videos to sleep. And I do that for a few reasons. One being that I get to do a quality check, a quality control, if you will, so that the batches that I ship out are of the quality that I want. And I think that's a very good thing. It's very good to test your own products once in a while, just to make sure that your products are up to snuff. And while I'm doing that, I get to listen to myself to go to sleep. I know it's a little masturbatory, a little self-fellatiating, but it is a good way for me to fall asleep, and good way for me to do a round of quality check, just to make sure that all my mic levels are good, my talking content is coherent for the most part. But there has been one thing that has been pissing me off, and it is the amount of times I say the phrase, you know, I was watching one of the recent ones, and I got pissed off. I was watching it, and I almost got up from my bed to delete that video because it was so bad. And maybe something that no one notices, or maybe something that someone noticed, and maybe you're glad that I've noticed it too. So just know that I recognize it. I recognize that it's a problem, and I'm working on fixing it. But as you might know, it's all a work in progress, and it's a slow progress. When you have a bad habit of something, to fix it, it is a very much a slow process of unlearning and then relearning. And that is the case for me. I have to unlearn to say really bad tics. I have to unlearn how to, you know, not say horrible stuff and not completely trauma dump. It's a work in progress. But that's okay. Obviously that's a joke. I don't think that I trauma dump at all. I have posted some videos, and some commenters are like, I on the shorts about my grandma's, you know, me bloodletting my grandma, and some comments were like, trauma. It's not trauma. It's childhood. Did you? God forbid, a kid helps out kid helps out his grandma. You know, God forbid, I spend quality time with my grandma. What did you do with your grandma? I honestly don't know what other people in other countries do with their grandmas. For me, my grandma, I'm helping her with her health. That's kind of how I spend time with her. Giving her massages, you know, helping her walk around the neighborhood, um, you know, bloodletting, all the typical things that a child should do with his or her grandma. I have done. And you know, when your grandma's sick, you do what you can. Sometimes you do gotta let the bad spirits out by, you know, getting the blood out of her. And I don't see that as trauma. I don't know where I was going with this. Anyways, that's been pissing me off. I gotta stop saying you know. And another thing is... Another thing is... I ordered a package. I ordered a package for Valentine's Day. And I basically mailed it to Jacqueline. And boys, if you're listening, do your Valentine's Day shopping or Valentine's Day planning earlier than you intend to. Me, I ordered mine. Maybe this is, you know, too much of me showing how the bread is made. But I guess it's good to be transparent, anyways. I ordered my gift, Valentine's Day gift package. Not that we do a lot of gifts, but it's a meaningful gift. It's not just like, oh, here's a makeup set that you wanted or anything like that. It's like it's something a little bit more meaningful in my opinion. Anyways, I ordered it at the tail end of January. And I know that's nowhere near Valentine's Day. But you gotta have that buffer. And worst case, it arrives early. And trust me, boys, getting your gifts and your plans done early is not bad at all. Because think about it, if you plan wrong, if things get delayed, and you know, God forbid, you look like you don't have anything planned or you don't have a gift, you know, for your loved one, and you know what, you don't love your loved one, you don't want to seem like that. You don't want to be caught with your pants down and no plans on a Valentine's Day. Therefore, you get your shopping done or your gift sorted out early. Because that way, whoops, hold on. What's on? Jacqueline texting me, yeah, I'll save that for later. What was I saying? Yeah, get your shopping or Valentine's Day things done early. If you need to, if all the restaurant bookings are filled, you know, on the Valentine's Day, you get that booking done a week, maybe like 2 weeks before. That way, okay, there's two reasons for this. One, you get it done early, and early is so much better than it being late. And on all accounts, it is better than being late. Because if you're late, you have to do more. Because even if you plan something really good, if it comes like a week after Valentine's Day, you're gonna look like a fool. You're gonna have to say, oh, I planned this thing, but it comes late. But then she's gonna be... The hopes will be much higher than if it will be on time or early. You know what I mean? If it's late, then man, she's gonna think, oh man, it must be so good that it takes that long to plan and to execute. And so the bar just becomes higher and higher the later it is. Each day, you have to make up more. It's like when you hand in your assignment late, and it's like every day the assignment is late, you take 10% off of the given grade. So it's like that. You're being marked, and the time that you take is working against you. So you gotta be timely on this. And you know, even if, okay, a lot of guy philosophy is that Valentine's Day, it's a girl holiday. I don't know anyone that says this, but that, I'm guessing, this is a straw man here. So, this is not even a real argument, but I'm pretending that it is. And a lot of guys think that Valentine's Day is a girl holiday or a girl, like, I don't know, a opportunity, another holiday for a guy to show his love to the girl. Honestly, not gonna lie, and honestly, that is a good opportunity to put an extra good boy points on your resume. You get a good job sticker, and that pays dividends. If you didn't know, that pays dividends. That's important. Don't pretend like it's not good or it's not real. It is very important. So you gotta do your due diligence, and that looks like getting your shit sorted out early. Maybe I'm guessing by the time that Jacqueline watches this, that she has gotten her gift that I ordered her. So, but in case that is not the case, I'm just gonna hold my tongue. But back to what I was talking about. What's been pissing me off is I ordered a thing, and then again, very early. It's a tail end of January, and it's like, oh, it'll arrive in a week from now. It's like, okay, so early February, great. And now I'm getting an email that like, due to a severe weather event, it'll be delayed, and I don't know how long it's gonna be delayed for. That's where the trouble comes in. So even if I've done my due diligence, I might be at the whims of Mother Nature, and it's inevitable. It is inevitable. But the point is, if I ordered it, I don't know, February 5th, February 7th, I'll be panicking. I know that the gift that I ordered has to like hit beyond the spot. And I'm hoping that it arrives on time. It should, because again, I ordered it so early. So I hope that it arrives on time. Honestly, it's not like, you know, Jacqueline's gonna be, you know, scratching the hell out of me. You know. Oh my god, I'm saying the word, I'm saying the phrase, you know, again. I gotta stop. I'm working on it. I swear to God. Where was I? I don't even know, man. Valentine's Day, important. Guys, do your job. If you have a girlfriend, you have to. I'm no relationship expert. But from what I understand, you have to do your due diligence, and beyond your due diligence. But again, if your due diligence is late, that's a late assignment. You're gonna have to pay a late tax, and it's gonna. It could be great. It could be an awesome romantic dinner, and I don't know, whatever other things girls like, and a lovely gift and a hug. You know, all the things that girls like. But then, you know, you're cutting out more work for yourself. So get it done early and say, oh, can we get this restaurant booking done, or can we get this Valentine's Day done early? And then I can't imagine a girl saying no. Like, it has to be on Valentine's Day, or it doesn't count. I can't imagine a girl saying that, or maybe that's just my lack of foresight in the types of women that exist on Earth. Anyways, I'm gonna run another Eden run. The episode is not ending now. Anyways. Valentine's Day, it is tricky for us guys, because I see men and women as completely different creatures. So it's sometimes hard to predict what women like. Do I like this? Do I like this? Sure. We ball. This is how my run ends. Yeah. So that is a life pro tip. Oh, speaking of things that can piss me off and life pro tips, dude. I saw like a TikTok reel or like a YouTube short. It's a short form video content, like most things are in this world, of a life hack that was like, here is how to make your pants here's how to fold your pants properly. And it's like a 15-step process. Like, dog, if I wanted a pants that looked like it was folded in a shop, and it takes like 30 seconds to do it, I would have done it myself. The issue isn't I don't know the steps. The issue is I don't want to do the steps. The life hack shouldn't be, if you're not lazy and if you take, if you follow these 15 steps on how to fold pants properly, then you can make your pants look good as new. That is not a life pro tip, my dog. That is a correlation between the effort that you put in and the output of the quality of the effort that you put in. It's a direct correlation. There is no shortcut. And a shortcut can't be just do the work and put in the time. That is no shortcut. That is no life hack. But the real life hack is getting your Valentine's Day shit done early. Boys, trust me on this. Trust. And if your girl is like, oh no, it has to be on Valentine's, break up with her. This is a life pro tip advice too. If she's the type that says, no, everything that we do needs to be on that day. Every birthday, every Christmas, every Halloween party event thing that we do has to be on that day. I think the answer is very simple. It's you end things on the spot. And it might not seem like it, but again, I'm mostly joking because I personally think that if you're doing if you have to plan everything on that day, it restricts the quantity and quality of those events. And to me, that doesn't seem reasonable. And if a girl suggests that girl does not seem reasonable. If you are the type to say everything needs to be on that day, you are not reasonable in my eyes. But who cares about my eyes? Just throwing it out there. It's not that serious. It's not that serious to do everything on that day. It doesn't take away from the specialness of it. What matters is the experience that you get. And if you get a better experience by doing things a little bit early, doing things a little bit late. Actually, no, not typically doing things like do them a little bit early. Or plan things so that, instead of doing our Christmas dinner on the 25th, let's do it on the 28th because, I'm flying in from town on this day, this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, sure. So unless you have a concrete plan in place, just get them done early. And if your girl doesn't let you, leave her. It's that simple. Please. Oh, come on, hold on. Valentine is just one of many holidays, and each holiday is a chance for like as a man these days, every holiday is an opportunity for you to prove your worth. It might not seem like it, but the current I think it's not just current, I think it's just like biology, and not just human biology. This is like rat biology too. It's you do have to peacock a little bit, or not necessarily peacock, but you have to do something worthy that proves you are still a suitable mate. Whether it's Valentine's Day, whether it's her birthday, whether it's your birthday, you have to and just because it's your birthday does not mean that you don't celebrate it. If you're the type of person that's like, birthdays are just, it's a social construct, no, it doesn't even make sense, it's just you going around the sun for 365 days, so I'm not gonna celebrate it. You might feel that way, but you can't let others know that you feel like that, because that is a beyond antisocial behavior. And sure, it could make complete sense to you, but you have to play the game. You live in the world, you have to play the world's game. And what does that look like? That looks like, oh, it's my birthday. Let me plan something that is fun for myself and the people around me. Why did I get... What the hell is going on? So do your due diligence, even if you're even if it's your birthday, even if it's a holiday that you don't care about, if it's something that your partner cares about, and if it kind of makes sense, you have to open your eyes a little bit. A lot of internet men live too much of their lives online and think too much about what is a social construct and whatnot. It's really simple. You do what the people around you makes the people around you happy. And that often looks like putting in the work. Valentine's Day, you plan a dinner. Even when, okay, here's also the trick. Even when your girl is like, oh, you don't have to plan anything. That's a lie. you gotta plan something, my brother. That's a lie. Don't fall for it. That is a first trap. Women lay out many traps. That is one of them. And that is probably one of the more dangerous ones. It's like, oh, you don't have to do this. But if you feel that it's like, no, you don't have to get me something for Valentine's Day. I know you're struggling for money. I know that you're busy with your, the number of your clients that you have, and with your taxes that you're doing. It's a lot of work. I know you're busy, so it's okay. No. You have to do something. This is not an option. This is not an option. You have to do it because listen, if you do it, there is no bad thing that happens. If she's like, oh, you don't have to get me a thing for Valentine's. You don't have to get me, like, let's say, like a bouquet of flowers on Valentine's Day. Like, you do it even if you're busy, because it shows that you still care, that you still care about her, even when you're busy. And that's what, dude, women love that shit. I don't know. I'm no relationship guru, but there's stuff that you learn, and it's very, no one talks about it. And that's why this is a real life hack. Not the pants folding BS. This is a real life hack. This is what matters. like saving your relationship. It's like, oh no, you don't have to book a reservation at my favorite restaurant on Valentine's Day. I know it's hard to get a booking. You do everything in your power. You top the manager off to get a seat at that restaurant on Valentine's Day. You do unspeakable things. And this is okay. Again, this is if you care about your partner in the first place. If you don't care about partner, what are we don't even, the conversation is not even happening. So this is on the premise that this is a given, that you care about the person that you're dating, I hope. But that's a given, so maybe, it doesn't need to be discussed further in detail. But it's still important. It's important to at least, preface this by saying, before anything, I don't know, love your partner that you're spending time with. Should be a given, but I know that some relationships have it rough. Some relationships have it rough. And that also reminds me, dude, I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. That reminds me, what's with Korean men and like their domestic abuse rate? I wanted to talk about this, so I have the stats pulled up. Here. This paper is called Prevalence and Correlates of Intimate Partner Violence Among Young, Middle, and Older Women of Korean Descent in California. Hold on. In their conclusion, several points emerged from this study. Although physical assault was infrequent, rates of psychological aggression and sexual coercion were sufficiently high to be of concern. And in parentheses B. Regardless of a woman's age or acculturation level, stresses specifically related to the Korean immigrant experience appear to be linked to psychological aggression by her intimate partner, and other measures associated with psychological aggression varied considerably depending on age groups, suggesting the influence of factors specific to the women's life stage and age cohort culture. Patriarchal values, alcohol use, and particular stresses contributes to intimate partner violence. Dude, I want to know who wrote that so I can beat the shit out of them. I'm kidding. It's because, like, it's what Jacqueline mentioned. It's like, oh, like her friends. I don't know. It's a weird attraction, fear response between some of her friends and like the Korean men on dating apps. Maybe I need that. So maybe they're hot. There's hot Korean men on Hinge, but man, they're likely to psychologically and sexually coerce you into despicable things. That is actually kind of bad. Maybe there's some things are not to be joked about. So I want to find out who wrote this paper so I can really teach them their lesson. And again, I pulled this up because I wanted to argue that I'm not an angry person. I feel like I'm not really doing a good job at that. But I hope that, with my talk about how to please a woman, I hope that it at least shows that I'm not gonna sexually coerce anyone. Honestly, that's like one of my nightmares. That's one of my nightmares. Dude, actually no, I'm gonna cut the conversation off right there. Woo. But yeah, back to Valentine's Day. It's so easy to make her happy. Just don't, don't beat her. Oh god. It's so easy to not beat women. And plan events, write cards, dude. If you Wubby said this for Christmas gifts. This is a tip that's made a lot of sense to me. For any gifts, actually no, for him, his advice was on Christmas, like for Christmas gifts. But I think this applies to like partner, like personal gifts. I think it also applies to personal gifts, in that when you're getting a gift, you either spend a lot of money or spend a lot of time. If you don't have the money, you gotta put in the time. And if you have if you don't have a lot of time, you gotta put in the money. Does that make sense? That has to make sense. And although I have mostly been like handmade cards person, and I still am, it's sometimes hard to find the motivation to continue making handmade stuff. It's often fun, and it's often enjoyable in a creative way. But sometimes you don't have the time. Sometimes you don't have the time, and sometimes you don't have the time. But that's okay. You can buy your way out of this. I know that sounds wrong, but also you still need to assess the situation before you go in head first into just buying something to get it out of the way. That's not how it works. You still need to you need to still do your homework. But it just means that you don't have to do a a watercolor. And for the record, I have a container, like a box full of art supplies for anything from cross stitching to watercolor. And it's good. It's good to have, because when the inspiration strikes, when one thing was when Jacqueline said, "Oh, I like Super Bobble Bobble," and I was like, "Oh, a pixelated game? I can make a cross-stitching thing of Super Bobble Bobble." And I just needed to look up the sprites for it, and I could do it. And it wasn't terribly hard. It's not hard, but it takes time. And it's cute, and it's a gift that doesn't cost $300. There is also time and a place to spend $300 on a gift. Also, I guess it also depends on the girl, but I guess I'm speaking in terms of most, I don't know, most reasonable. I'm talking about reasonable women here. Again, if you're not with a reasonable woman, you already know. You already know what to do. Just pull the trigger. I know it's hard, but your past self will thank you. Oh my god. Yeah. It's... Just do it. Just do it. Get those flowers, get those chocolates. I guess if you're... I guess if your girl is like, "Oh, I'm allergic to chocolates," or "I really hate flowers," unless she says that, the door is wide open, and you just need to score. It's like, "Oh no, you don't need to get me chocolate. That is you translate, you put that through the translator. You know, like the Nomai translator in Outer Wilds. You put that through the translator. Input is, oh, you don't need to get me those bouquet of flowers on Valentine's Day. Output is like, you better get me that bouquet of flowers, otherwise I'll be devastated. Of course, she's not gonna tell you that. No girl in her right mind would ask you to do such things for her. And I guess the fact is, it means more when she doesn't ask for it. Yeah, I have no speed. I cannot dodge things. Yeah, so it means more when she doesn't ask for it. Don't take that out of context though. After all the conversation about sexual coercion, sex on the other hand, it means a lot more when she asks for it. I feel like that doesn't need to. That goes without saying. But I guess for the Korean men listening, don't listen to. Oh, I heard Kevin say that it means more when she doesn't ask for it. So, no. Dude, consent is so cool. Consent is king. I don't know where this conversation is going. It's all over the place. Oh my god, I'm making myself laugh though. So, you know, like, if anything, I'm having a good time. I guess that also raises the question for people that are not dating. If you're not dating, let me think. I would recommend not walking the plank. I'd recommend grooming, like, I guess it depends on the guy or a girl. And depends on if you're gay or straight. And honestly, I can only speak for the for the men who are looking for women. Anything else, it's beyond my jurisdiction. It's beyond the scope of this paper. Oh. Why do I keep running into things? So you gotta find other research papers for that. Because this source is very limited to a specific a demographic, which is straight men. Getting a girlfriend is so easy. Getting a good girlfriend though is so hard. And then I guess the natural question is, how do you tell the difference? Sometimes you don't know. You just have to. You have to face check it. It's not ideal, but a lot of relationships you do kind of have to face check it. And you have to roll with the punches for a bit, even if it's a little uncomfy. And then you can find out. Because a lot of relationships that seem good at first could end up to be bad, and a lot of bad relationships, or seemingly bad relationships, could turn out to be good. Unless they are psychologically abusive or sexually coercive, then that's a different story. Then, yeah, so if they're Korean, I feel like you should look for someone else. Unless they're really hot. I don't know. I don't know where my advice is so everywhere. But you know, you get the point. Also, it depends on what you're looking for, I suppose. If you're looking for a quickie, I would say wait for a Korean man to give you proper consent, and then for you to say yes with enthusiasm before you continue any further. Oh my god. I don't know why this game's so hard. And I mean that in Binding of Isaac and also dating. Dating is also a game. And some people just have way too much their Steam hours in Binding of Isaac or Dota, or what other games are there that are massively popular on Steam? Tarkov now? Yeah, some people have way too many hours on Steam and not enough hours in the dating world. That also brings... Okay, I'm gonna pivot this to... What's up with dating sims anyway? And... But I do mean that sincerely. What is with dating sims anyway? It is such a... Oh my god, I'm gonna die here. It is such a subgenre, and there are a lot of people that play it ironically, and there are a lot of people that play it seriously. Things like 5 Hearts Under One Roof. If you don't know, look it up. 5 Hearts Under One Roof. It's a Korean women dating simulator. It is such... There's a few ways to view a game like that. You can see it as it's a product of comedy and irony, or you can see it as, dude, this game is just for me so that I can practice talking to hot Korean women. And just like, you know, what is it? The difference between medication and poison is a dosage and how you take it, right? You could... you could take Benadryl properly as prescribed, or if it's over the counter, you take it as the box's instructions. And under your doctor's direction, it's fine. But if you're taking all of it at once, you're gonna see the Hat Man. You're gonna be hallucinating for days on end. And at the same time, even if it's the right dose, if you crush them and if you put them in your eyes, you're gonna have a bad time. I don't know what kind of time you'll have, but it's, you know, it could be better. So the dosage and the route is important, in just like with medication, poison, dating sims. And depends on what you want out of a game like that too. If you want company, I feel like you're kind of cooked. But if you're looking for a lighthearted fun while enjoying the internet company of hot Korean women that are unrealistic, then it could be a good time. But again, it could be poison, it could be medicine. It depends on how you use it. And I've never played a dating sim. It's a very much a... There's recently been a lot of dating sims, like upticks in the amount of dating sims that's being released. There's the 5 Hearts Under One Roof. There's some like Chinese dating simulators too. There's also Date Everything, which is like a more clearly... Actually no, they're not all comedy. It's an interesting take where you're in a house and you can click on different objects to date a human version of them. It's like a piano and it turns into like a hot goth girl that... What the hell is going on? This is not good. A hot goth girl that is... Oh no, this is not good. Oh no, we're dead here. We're dead here. This is it. This is where the run ends. Well, you know, that's cool too. There was literally no way out. That's crazy. Oh, man. Well, that was fine. Some runs are unwinnable, I suppose. With the speed down, I just couldn't get out of. And also, why is my damage 0.76, dude? I was wondering why I couldn't kill anything. No, not right now, not right now. I need to go play dating simulator or something. Something for me to take my mind off of things. That's how you beat the Binding of Isaac. Thanks for watching. See ya. See ya. See ya.